December 17th, 2025, ILYYNF announced the biggest event in anime Last Stand history, Update 81, promising game news and sneaks every day until the update came out, dropping her first sneak that day that this update will be introducing brand new game mechanics, a new rarity above Godly, with the first unit entering this tier being Goku from Dragon Ball Z, a fan favorite. The next day, she upheld the promise she stated earlier, further delving into what the new update would entail, adding bosses with multiple forms, unique mechanics, and hazards that can kill the player. Redoing the idea they had with the anti-spiral, but this time doing it right, admitting how much more excited they've been for this update than any other update they've released so far. Day 3, she would follow up, announcing first that there will be 8 new cutscenes, 8 new units, 2 new shinies, and 4 new full 3D rendered models. Secondly, she announced that to unlock this new Godly, you would need 7 separate, hard-to-earn Evo items, each tied to specific challenges testing every aspect of the game. These challenges are meant not to be rushed in one sitting, but rather designed to test mastery, patience, and consistency. Thirdly, she announced a new superhero stage made for some incoming Godly that they never told us about. Each of the 5 stages would present new mechanics, hazards, and attacks, allowing you to quote-unquote win on multiple stages, rewarding the player for each stage they choose to fight. After day 4, it seemed as if Anime Last Stand was back. The update seemed amazing. This game was going to surpass its peak, rising to the top once again. The community was saved. However, that was the last update ILYYNF would give us, going radio silent with no explanation. 3 days later, we would finally hear from Brandon the boss, who provides an update on the current situation, mentioning there was a big internal change with the dev team, alluding to the fact that the devs were purposely sabotaging Anime Last Stand. However, it was not all bad news. He mentioned he has a full team again and expected to get the update out before or on Christmas. We would not get another update until December 26th, and it was not good news. ILYYNF would speak again, mentioning the update isn't where they'd want it to be, and they wouldn't have been able to get it out by the promised day without ruining the update, promising to give out a celebration code worth 200 reroll locks when the update is finally released. 2 days later, Brandon would finally come with good news. He believed that they can get this update out within the next 1 to 2 days, focusing on his frustration with himself and the fact that he's been unable to release an update in 2 weeks, further cementing the fact that he believes he was sabotaged. But with this update finally coming out the next couple days, the community forgave him for the amount of time this took. We would not get another update for the next 5 days. When we finally got another update, it would yet again be bad news. Brandon would come back stating ALS has not been abandoned, stating the problems came down to bad luck and, more interestingly, bad actors, which one can only assume ties directly into his previous statement that they were sabotaged. Brandon would also state how Anime Last Stand is historically low in CCU and revenue currently. However, he loves Anime Last Stand so much, and although he's been receiving death threats, he will continue to pour money into it until it gets to a place among the top once again. It's now January 5th, 3 days since Brandon's last update and 3 weeks since the last game update, and Anime Last Stand has fallen to concurrent player counts they haven't seen since July of 2024. Over a year and a half. Is this the end of Anime Last Stand? Only time will tell. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe. Goodbye.